come around? When will you come around? When will you come around? It's unforgiving love. When will you come around? When will you come around? When will you come around? It's unforgiving love.
First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, thank you, beautiful. I am proud of you. Thank you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know. Thank y'all so much. I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? So I don't want you trying to force no scenario for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else, so be patient with your process. Thank you, beautiful. Also, this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? Y'all know my voice too raspy to be whispering. Okay, so before we get started, chosen ones, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribe, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message to say those things to you. But when I post it on YouTube, best believe I acknowledge you, all right? So thank you. Now, chosen ones, we going to have to talk. First and foremost, you got to remember what position that you was called to do here. And that's the position that was called by God. See, when I say that, chosen ones, I always tell you that you're the line leader in a sense. So you're the person that God, who was the teacher, paid attention to your actions, paid attention to your mind, seeing that you was always willing to assist somebody else. You understand me? You was cheering when you seen other people shining. You have been a very optimistic person, regardless of your experiences. You're also somebody that, again, gave love when you wasn't getting it, was willing to break down your blessings to provide to other individuals. You was willing to provide the knowledge that you obtained to help build them again in chosen ones. This is why you have to pay attention to your position, right? Now, when I say this, you're the line leader. So again, God was watching you, seeing you doing the work that he assigned to you, seeing that you was willing to help your peers as well. So God selected you, seen the light in you. Think about how your teachers say, oh, that's my bright student. Oh, that's my bright this. That's my bright that, correct? See, you are that light, chosen one. So at times you may be on a dark path. You may feel like darkness all around you, but because you are too busy being the light. So you have to realize that you're the person that God chose to walk ahead of other individuals. You go through certain things before they have an opportunity to do it. So again, I always say this, chosen ones, you are connected to God. That's them bungee cords connected to you. That's that safety net that's under you. You go through certain things and you always end up overcoming them, correct? See, you done been in abusive relationships, but you got out of it where other people that met they deadly end. See, you done been at the bottom and built yourself back up again time and time again because you are here to be that example. Now, what do I mean? Chosen ones, before God even assigns you to certain things, you are above looking down at the path. It's like a maze, right? So God's sitting there looking at you like, you see this path, this is where you take. Over here, you go this way, you're going to run into this. So you're obtaining all the information. You're learning what he's telling you, following the instructions as he's guiding you, trying to remember everything that he's instilling, correct? See, chosen ones, that's why you always got to go within yourself in order to see certain things clearly then. See, God already instructed certain manuals in you to tell you how to get through what you go through. And each lifetime, you show him a different way that you go through things. So your past lifetime, you could start here. It's almost like a starting point, correct? So think about when they had those little mice, red mice, green mice, yellow mice, and they try to do those little tests like, okay, if this person starts here, can they find their way back to it? Can they find their way to the cheese? Can they find their way to this? Can they find the exit? So on and so forth, right? Do you remember growing up, we always used to do those mazes where we can start here and you can only go forward. You can't go backwards. So you really got to pay attention, be patient, and go through it, right? So you looking through the maze like, all right, slowly but surely, if I go this way, if I go this way. See, some of us even grew up when we went through certain corn mazes too, where we're actually physically in it trying to figure out which move we should do. See, chosen ones. Every lifetime, God has put you in a different position. In every lifetime, you have shown individuals how to get through them. So God will put you here. Hey, start fresh from this. Start over from this. You showed how to get back to that success. You found yourself again. You found your confidence again. You found your faith again. Whatever it was, right? You started here and you made it there. So every lifetime it's been the same thing. And you have just been showing millions and billions of people how to get through what they're going through. So that's why you always feel like, dang, it's a test. Oh, it's a test. You understand? You're telling people that certain things, you're always getting tested. You're always the short end of the stick, whatever the case may be that you feel in a sense, right? See, chosen ones, you sit there and always feel like you're going through problems, but really you're the solution. You're teaching people how to solve them. They're following you, seeing how you made it too. You got certain safety nets on you. So if you slip, God's going to save you, and that saves the next person from meeting their demise. See, this is why you was assigned to that line leader, correct? That's why you the line leader, chosen ones. You go through certain things and you feel like it's because you are unfavorable and you wanted God's favor. You show other people what they should do. So every time you meet this, go through this situation, the fact that you're willing to even tell people how to get through theirs or that you done been there before, you willing to sit there and spread that information to them, chosen ones. That's why you got so much promise in everything that you getting. That's why God is blessing you with certain abundance that other people are not going to be able to receive. See, we gonna have to talk. Chosen ones, why you think that so many people go so hard on you and they feathers get ruffled when they hear you speaking your truth now, chosen ones? What if I told you that we're the individuals that God sent to call judgment on certain people that really wasn't living the life that the way that they were supposed to live? Now, what do I mean? See, they was out here praying for certain things. They was talking about how they needed this, how they was going through certain problems and needed God to solve them and assist them, how they learned their lessons, they ready for their blessings, they ready for their abundance, they ready for love, whatever the case may be. See, God heard them praying. And God was like, all right, well, we about to see. So God sent you in to cross paths with them to provide them everything that they was asking for. But you also was on alert. See, God was like, nah. I done heard them do this similar cry before. They done talked about certain people was targeting them, said everybody's against them, said that people trying to stop their finances, talking about people trying to stop their shine, talking about saying all of these things. God was like, nah, I need you to go in. Be on your undercover boss. I need you to look real closely to see what type of time that they on. See, they said that nobody loves them. Now I want you to cross paths with them. Now you provide them and you show them what love is. If they don't accept it, they ain't want it. They just were saying certain shit. They just was in their feelings. They was crying over something that they wasn't properly earned nor deserved yet, right? See, there was some people that was praying for certain attention, recognition. God had you cross paths with them. You start speaking life into them, acknowledging all the great qualities that they had. Oh, you beautiful. Oh, you handsome. Oh, you a great mom. You a great dad. Oh, you a go-getter. You got certain dreams and admirations. You can achieve anything that you do. You just got to trust the process and be patient. See, we was speaking certain things to them, and they said that that's something that they never received. So we got cross paths with them. We was here to provide them those things. But soon as we did, what did they do? Got hyped up and they turned on you instead. They sat there and seen you pour their cup up and wanted to pour into somebody else. See, they was willing to give up their gold in a sense to go run and play with the devil. See, chosen ones. We was here, those undercover boss. Again, we're the individuals that was getting a close eye to see what type of time that they was on. Think about 60 days in, how those people who go in there ain't no criminals. They ain't do no crime, but they trying to see if everything was operating right. That's what we do. So when I say this, chosen ones, that we're here to call judgment on individuals, nah, we don't judge. We present the case in front of God, who is the judge. He got that gavel. He going to decide, and then he going to let the peers decide how long that person's going to have that rise. See, chosen ones, when I say that we the lawyers in a sense, you got to remember, One, we a representation of God. So we all about the right thing. I ain't talking about those crooked ones. I ain't talking about those public defenders and all of that. I'm talking about the most official of the official. I ain't talking about that Sal shit. I'm talking about the official of the field. That's all about morals and doing the right thing. See, we seen certain things that people were doing. Now, this person was talking about they wanted love. When that person tried to give them love, they really try to manipulate them and get certain things in order to have a come up. See, when this person said that their finances was really limited, it wasn't because people were stopping them from having finances coming in. They wasn't applying nothing. They wasn't trying nothing. Or they owed certain things. That was their consequences. See, we was here to see certain things clearly, correct? See, not only that, chosen ones, there were certain people that said that they was getting respect. See, we sat there and gave them certain acknowledgement, recognition. We put them on a pedestal. Soon as they got up far enough or high enough, they chose to step on you. See, we sat there and told God exactly what it is. We sat there and showed God that certain people was talking about certain things but wasn't willing to live it. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize this. We had to pay attention. We on this path. We was heading in another direction. Nobody has ever crossed paths or came through this territory before. Also, again, in order to really know your story, you have to know the story. So I'm going to go back. Now, if you similar or you're familiar with me, you know that we talked about this previously. It's on my YouTube, right? But chosen one, we are the individuals. When God told the devil that he no longer could stay there because he was in his ways, he didn't want to do certain things, he wanted to turn on God. Well, God gave him a small area of the whole universe. That was earth, right? See, God gave him a small time. That's similar to how your grandparents or your mother say that you can stay with them till you get on your feet, but then you find another area to go to, right? Because they telling you that you couldn't stay with them. See, your actions or whatever it is that your history was made things different and compromised their peace, so therefore you no longer could be present. But hear me out. See, again, the devil got certain people and persuaded them to go with them, told them that they was don't have to worry about nothing, they ain't got to put no work in to receive certain things, told them all of these things, so certain people went with him. See, some people went with him because they wanted to, they was really, again, he persuaded them. See, the devil has a way with words. But chosen ones, there's some people that actually believe the devil. When he said you ain't got to do nothing to receive it, they was with it, right? But there was others that went with the devil based upon they people going with them too. That person had, their mother had to go, so they felt like they had to join them, so on and so forth, right? But hear me out. See, chosen ones, those people that really didn't want to go, but they ain't realized that they could take a different route. See, God was like, nah, I seen so-and-so look back. They ain't really seem like they wanted to go with the devil like that. So I need you to go undercover. See if they really want to be guided back to God. Because when they get down there, they're going to realize that the devil was lying the whole time. The devil didn't really have the ability to provide certain things for them. See, when the devil, you got to realize the devil has a way with words. He was the flyest of them all. That was that materialistic side that you see. See, the devil was very handsome. That's certain people using their body to get what they want in a sense. Not only that, the devil was the best singer, the best rapper. He had a way with words and knew how to present them. See, that's why you got to be cautious. You got to go based upon your intuition. But hear me out. See, they realized that the devil was speaking sweet nothings in their ear, but it was getting nowhere. Certain things they started to see clear. See, when he told them that they ain't had to do nothing to get certain things, he was talking about, nah, you ain't got to put no work in, but you got to attack somebody else that earned it in order to get it. See, the devil was telling them that in order to get theirs, they had to put themselves out there. That was that survival mode. See, the chosen ones knew that if we do what God told us to do, then our life was going to be filled with gold. That as long as we go in the direction that he tells us to with no question, that we are operating from love, light, that we going to get that abundance. See, we knew it was certain work that you had to put in, meaning, again, do the right thing. You actually do your part around certain people. That's like that. They cooking, you cleaning. They building as far as this, you helping with that. So on and so forth. It was a team dynamic. But the devil persuaded people to come that really didn't want to be with them. So they start praying like, God, please give me another opportunity. Please, God, let me get back to the kingdom and all of this. So God was like, listen, I'm going to assign you. Had that crew, that 144 that they always talk about. God was like, I need y'all to sit there and get with them, go down there and see if they really want to be there or if they want to get guided back in the direction. So God gave them a temporary moment where we was going to see. So again, that was the undercover boss in a sense. That was that 60 days in. We came in to see if they really wanted to do the right thing or if they was playing. See, chosen ones. We are the line leaders. Think about school. If we sit there and hold up the line because we talking to certain individuals, everybody behind us can't move. They sitting there at a standstill too. So if you keep holding up the line with these so-so ass individuals that they know where you going because you did this every lifetime, you come down, you lead them back to God, then you go and you come back and do the same thing. Every situation, this has been the same thing. Hey, yo, let me see. All right, well, what we working with this lifetime? All right, well, we going to go this path. Okay, what we working for this? Oh, we going to go this path. We are the real underground railroad that they talk about. But we was from the high frequency, not that shit that they talking about sneaking people out. That shit was not real. I'm going to tell you that. But we going to go into that different thing. We are the individuals that really, Harriet's ass wasn't real. That shit is an AI. You're going to learn about that in due time, but we'll say that for another day. You really are the people that's sitting there leading the slaves, the people that were slaves to the devil, demonic things, doing certain things that they didn't want to do, sitting there sleeping with people because they felt like that's how finances came through, didn't even realize, baby boy, baby girl, you ain't had to do that. The devil told you that you had to, but that's not how it really works for you. They sitting there trying to have that darkness on you. See, don't do it. See, the devil told you that you had to sell yourself short, give up your morals for monetary gain, but nah, that's how you gain the most. Keeping your morals close to you. Sitting there doing the right thing by individuals. Again, they got finesse. But chosen ones, we were here to assign to assist them to getting right back on their path. That's why when we cross paths with people, they get upset. When we tell them like, hey, yo, you don't need to do that. That's not how you do it. Because we relaying the same message that God didn't told them to, but they thought that they can escape it, and God didn't sat there and spoke through you. See, God owns all of this. He can use the music with the frequencies to speak to you. He can use animals to come to you. He can use colors that you see, certain frequencies, people, that what they say, all of this. But that's why they get upset, because you here to give them that decision. They like, dang, they ain't want to make that choice yet. We like, yo, God's here. That's almost like you going to a party and telling them, hey, yo, your mother's outside to pick you up. Some of them are going to be mad. Talking about, nah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how I get back there, home yourself, and all of this shit. Because they wasn't ready to leave it. Wasn't ready to leave the darkness. They was having fun. Everybody was there, so that's where they wanted to be. See, chosen ones, we was that parent that pulled up. See, a lot of the times we played mother or father figures for those people. That wasn't our partners. We was here to guide them. That was a temporary moment. That was a temporary assignment. But hear me out. See, chosen ones, we pulled up like, hey, yo, it's time to go. You're going to have to choose the darkness or you coming and getting a ride home. Some of them decided to. Some of them was mad and upset, but they still got in that car and heading in that direction with you. But other individuals were salty. They stayed there at the party, and when the party ended, none of these people had any cars to take them in the direction that they was heading in. They phoned and went dead. They ain't got no bread in their pocket. They drunk a little bit. What's messed up with that illusion, that confusion, that magic, whatever it is that they was doing, those lies and deceit, those same people that they was partying with, now flee. Now they stuck walking that dark road. It's dark, it's cloudy, it's foggy, no lights in sight. They sitting there trying to head back in the right direction. But again, it's a long ride, and they got certain things and howlings that they hear and all of this. But they ain't had to go through that had they listened and went in the direction that God told them to head in. Had they sat there and listened and paid attention, when just because they wasn't ready to go, they could have been excited that, yes, they got that time and now it's time to hit the road, but they didn't want it. You understand me? So you are not here to hold up the line because nobody else can walk ahead. You're ahead of them. That's why you see certain things that ain't happened yet. That's why we the real Channel 9 News. We the real news chosen ones. We tell certain things that are about to happen because that's inside us. God trusted us. Now let's talk, right? You know there's certain scriptures. See, every time God relays a message to me, and I'll be honest, I've never been able to read the Bible. I'm a spiritual individual, so I'm supposed to relate to you a Christian, you a Muslim. Okay, well, we talking about the same thing, but you fill in that name where it goes, right? So if I say God and you say Allah, you say Jah, but when I describe them, you know we talking about the same person, correct? Oh, all right, so we on the same page at the whole time, right? Okay, cool. But I never was able to really read the Bible all the way through, but this is why, chosen ones, certain information that's in there, God will instill inside you. So that's how you know the real from the fake, because you ain't even read about it. This is things that God told you personally and you experienced too. So therefore, you know what you know way before you even read about it. You understand? But so, chosen ones, let me tell you, in the scripture, because again, every time a download comes through, I look it up as far as like, is there a scripture that relates to it? And it always is. So God told me this. You know how they talk about the mark of the beast and all of that? Well, if you read that part, right, it's stated about how God puts a mark on his people. And he typically put it on the forehead, right? So you know how you always see the preachers or the popes and all that. They always do the ashes on your forehead and all that. They'll do the cross or whatever. Hear me out. Now, that may be their intentions, but some of them are actually playing in energy and don't know nothing about it. But hear me out. Chosen ones. In the Bible, it says, and I don't got the exact scripture, but look it up. God says about how he puts the mark on the forehead of his true chosen ones, on the people that's on his side. See, the forehead represents the brain. That's that mind. That's that knowledge. See, you know who's for you, because in that scripture, it also described about how the people who are really about God know about God the whole time. You don't got to persuade them to get to know him. And every time I tell people, like, I'm not here to persuade you to follow God. I'm here to persuade the people that's already aligned with him. Like, hey, yo, listen, I know it's a little shaky, but you got faith. Like, keep on going. You understand me? Like, I'm here to help guide you. I'm here to help realign you. That's my position. But we are not here, those people that say, prove to me that God's real. Shit, I already did. Like, the fact that there's so many of you that's going hard against him, if you don't believe him, then why are you mentioning him? If you feel like he's made up, then why you keep bringing him up? See, we not here to persuade them, oh, tell me. Nah, you gonna know. That you gonna know when God is present, and you gonna know when he's not present, and that's what their life is reflecting. See, they life is a reflection of God not being present. They don't got that faith. So if you're not believing in God, the other part of the scripture says that the devil has a mark of the beast on his people too. And that everybody who has the mark of the beast from the devil are not going to be able to have access to food and things that they need. And that's why everybody's like, oh, it's going to be digital where nobody can eat and nobody. Baby, you interpreting in that different. See, the mark of the beast means that if you don't do your work and if you're not of God, you don't get no abundance. God is the reason why you eating, the reason why you sleeping, the reason why you receiving, the reason why certain things is happening every season. See, chosen ones. If you don't got God on your side and you not living right, everything that you try to come or get, you'll never receive. If you're not doing the right thing by God and what he's guiding you to do, you don't get in on that. It's almost like that SpongeBob episode where he had that magic conch shell or whatever. So it's almost like those 8 balls where you used to shake it to answer the question and it say something. So, chosen one, in that episode, they was lost in the jungle. They randomly got flicked there one day. They was lost in the jungle. And SpongeBob and Patrick, these are the characters, had that little shell. They asked it and they listened to what the answer told them. Thank you, beautiful. See, they friend slash foe, which was Squidward, right? He like, yo, why y'all listening to that? Y'all crazy. So Squidward thought he was doing something slick, start sitting there grilling up little bugs and shit, start going crazy a little bit, but they was patient. They was with their faith. They was like, nah, it says that it's going to make a way, so we just got to sit and do nothing. Just sit and be patient. Patience. Don't say no, do nothing. So all of a sudden, out of the blue, Squidward was laughing at them like, yo, because he thought he was making real food, had the bugs all grilled up and shit. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a plane was overhead. Something happened with them and they had to release all this food down in their direction. See, because they listened and paid attention and was patient with the process, they got all that food that they was waiting for. They was well fed. But the person that didn't believe in it, when they asked them, well, what can he have? It replied nothing. See, that's the same pertaining to God. God said, nah, you're not going to keep handing out blessings to people that have faith in them. Now, all of a sudden, they believe it once they see it. But you don't believe it until you receiving some shit. Oh, nah, they ain't got that faith. They didn't earn it. They ain't believe in the process. They not getting it. They sat there and was selling their soul, selling their ass, selling their morals, doing real bad, doing negative things that they didn't want to do. But because those people was providing things, nah, you let the devil feed you. Let's see how long that meal stick to you. That quick shit is almost like Taco Bell or McDonald's. You sit there and spend your funds, your energy on them. In an hour or so, you hungry again. You done sat there and didn't want to cook no meal, didn't want to get no food for your kids to cook for real, make up that meal that they can go and get seconds for, but you wanted something quick, right? So you got that quick food, and then as soon as after they eat it, you spent money on it, they talking about they hungry again. And now you got an attitude because you just spent money on that, but that was a temporary fix. See, now we was patient. We like, all right, well, what's this ingredients for this? What's the ingredients for love? Self-love, confidence, faith. We was sitting there, got the ingredients. We was patient. Our stomach may have been thin there touching that bike. You may have felt tired and weak a little bit. Your sugar may have been low, whatever the case may be. But what did you do? You trusted the process. See, you put and was willing to invest what you had into bettering yourself in a sense, chosen one. So that's why you get rewarded for it. See, you sat there and got all the ingredients, so that was healing you, letting go of this toxic ass individuals, stepping into that position, paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that God was showing. You looked at the ingredients, looked at the directions. You actually paid attention, right? Now, all of a sudden, those people who left you was going quick to quick, spending money on unnecessary food. They sit there and now they hungry while your shit is getting prepared. Now they smelling it. They getting led back to it. Now they come in your direction and now they want to, oh, you did a good job. Now, see, them compliments don't mean that you get to get in on what God received in. See, had you did what God told you to, had you sat there and used a little bit of your energy, a little bit of your faith to contribute to this food, then you could have been able to eat too, but you didn't. We all put our energy together. We all put our faith together. We all put our love together, our happiness together. We didn't sat there and reunited and invested the correct way. But you think that you can go run wild. You ate and now you think that you can come and eat again? Nah, you ain't put in this, so you're not getting this. And that's what you got to realize. That's almost like you keep inviting your friends over and your parents like, damn, they barely had a plate to make sure that you ate enough. And you have enough nerve to bring somebody else in that is going to pick through the food. They not even going to eat it. They don't even like it. They going to waste it. You like, nah. Now you can't eat until your friend leave because there's not enough for them. And that's what God is showing you right now. Like, yo, this abundance that's coming in for you is for you, not for these people that doubted you, not for these people that downed you, not for these people that disrespected you, not for these people that neglected you, not for these people that felt like they was on. Because guess what God will do? He'll have them come on, get on, just based upon the fact that they was connected to you. So you spoke life into them, so that's what they started to see. What you speak is what they seek, and that's what they seen, right? So you told them that they was beautiful, they started to act like that, believe that, carry themselves like that. You told them that they had a good heart, they started to display that. You told them that they was talented at this, they started to do that. You were speaking that. So that's what it was. See, chosen ones, I tell you that we are the magic. We don't have to do magic. That's how you know a true chosen one, because we don't do magic. We speak it and we manifest it. But you can't manifest nothing that is not for you. You have to be aligned in your path. We magical people. See, that's why God says be cautious of what you speak. But that's also why they get mad when you speak the truth. Because we are the individuals that cross paths to see if what they living is the right way or if they are actually the wrong person in this instance. See, that's why we say, nah, right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't care that you was my homie for a long time. I don't care that we was friends for a long time. If you doing dirt, you doing deception, you sitting there manipulating or you playing with baby, you done. You crossed off. You was right. You was wrong. You was wrong. You was right. Whatever it is. You don't get no special treatment. Just like it's a next for your ass too. If you out there sleeping with, I don't care if that's you, my friend. If you sleeping with married men or married women, fuck out of here. I don't got no respect for you. You ain't never gonna be nobody's wife because that karma comes back to you. Clear that shit out. I don't need that Jezebel shit near me. My shit's clear. Shit, I had to make sure my mind is straight. I'm celibate. You understand me? So I don't need that fast shit this way. If I'm sitting there building brick by brick based upon what God told me to do, I don't need you to come over here and tell me no get rich quick shit. I don't need you to try to finesse certain other people out of money in order for you to receive your abundance. Fuck out of here. You a scammer, baby. Get up out of here. You're not for me, and I'm actually going to call judgment on you. So now you got that stamp, and that's why they mad. See, you know when they said again in the Bible that there's certain brandings, or you even know in the farming land, like, that's what they do. They stamp certain things, brand them, right? So when we cross paths with them, oh, he a liar, he a cheater. Shit, let's do the song. Liar, cheater, deceiver, heartbreaker. You heard what Shorty said. So when we see, like, nope, they a scammer, we brand them. Now, everybody that they cross paths with, they're going to see who they are. So because we brought that to their attention, they have karmic consequences coming in. So now everybody that sees them can't unsee the things that you done shown them about them. We see the soul on a true level. You understand me? So we brand them. Oh, you alive. And we're the only ones that can erase that if we see changes. Like, okay, nope, this one was a frauder. This one was this. Stamp them. Karma and consequences started coming in. As soon as we stamped them, we had to leave them. And that's why they was mad, like, nah, don't do that, because everybody was going to see about that. Nah, them same people that was doing that magic, baby, I already stamped that. When you try, see, I already stamped that. When you try to come at us rah-rah, throwing magic, see, you ain't even know what these hands was. See, when I tell you we throw them holy haymakers, baby, that them chin checks for real, mean that really you going to check yourself and your ass is going to feel it. You going to feel a little wobbly after that, can't see certain shit right, ain't been right since that night that happened. See, chosen ones, these people that mess with these chosen ones, they're energetically acting like they took a bad pill. You know how somebody used to be bright, used to have light, but now they places all over the place. Now they mind is crazy and all that, can't get right. Yeah, because they should have left you alone. So now these individuals, again, it's like they took, those people who did magic, it's like they took a bad pill. They'll never be able to shake that shit. They're going to feel paranoid at all times. They're going to feel the devil on their shoulder. They're going to feel destruction. They're going to feel chaos. They're going to feel that there's certain things that aren't getting fulfilled based upon what they did to you. And chosen ones, some of us, again, had to stamp them. And God had called judgment on them. But God looked at their peers to see if other people were saying similar things that they said. Why do you think that when chosen ones speak the truth, everybody else comes out the woodwork then? Like, yeah, they right. They did that to them too, but they ain't want to say nothing. They were scared before you did it. Think of every situation. It always calls for one person to speak up where other people's going to say shit, right? But we tend to look crazy before. Think about Monique. They called her crazy when she was saying certain shit wasn't right. Now, all of a sudden, she wasn't wrong. Think about Jaguar. When she was saying certain shit, they said she wasn't right. But she wasn't wrong. See, think about certain things that we say, that we even say about people every day. Like, nah, so-and-so. You know how many people I cross paths? It's typically masculines that like to try to do magic on me. Try to do love spells. Try to have me plead for them, want to be with them. Baby, I always tell them, you must not know about me. I see what you do, and I intentionally cross paths with you, and I ask you, hey, are you doing magic? And as soon as you say no, I stamp your ass. You gotta go. Now you ain't gonna be able to do that to nobody else no more. I promise you. That's why I say you better know that you the real thing when you cross paths with a real one. Oh, shorty was doing magic because she was hating because other people was paying attention to you. Oh, that person tried to do money magic to stop your finances. This is how I do. Oh, you try to stop the finances? I'm laughing because I'm going to let you get your little shine, do what you do. and then I'll take action. So go do what you do. Now you tired. Now that's like that person on Space talking that big shit. Oh, they feel like they got their hand made. Okay, let me see. Now, pop, got that ass. Now, what you gonna do? You done. Game's over. That's like that Uno. Let me see. Boom, game's over. Fuck is you? Oh, you thought you had it until you seen that I got it. See, we don't have to do nothing dark and demonic. Just by you doing us grimy. See, I say that. You ever do wrong by me? That's it. Like, that's it. Now, can I say in my past chosen ones, my mouth was reckless. Not that to just people, random people, but if you disrespected me, oh, I'm going to speak that truth. But what I speak is going to make you feel a certain type of way about you. When I talk that shit, oh, you ready to fight then. And even when you try to fight, you going to realize that you don't really got those hands. I'm laid back. See, I'm like that person that was like a little fuse, like laid back. But if you mess with them, I'm mysterious. To this day, everybody like, yo, you real mysterious. I stay out the way. People that I love and people who come to me, I tell you this all the time. You come to readings for me, coaching sessions with me, baby. I send prayers and abundance to you, protection towards you. Anybody try to play with you, we got them up out of there. You heard me. I'm going to tell you, this person don't got good intentions for you. This person's plotting on you. This is what you can do to get that off of you. This is what you do to remove it. This is what they intend. This is what they trying to do. This is the illusion. I'm going to tell you the truth. Do you want to hear it at that time? Sometimes, probably not. Is it necessary? Yes, it is. Do you see it later down the road and always, or at that time and be like, dang, thank you for that? Yes. But chosen ones, is it? No. It's not an easy road, but you know what you know. And there's certain people that God has aligned past with you. Again, no disrespect to those people who do tarot cards or whatever they do. I look at you like we having a conversation. All I got to do is see you to read you. I'm going to speak your truth, tell you what God tells me to relay. So there's certain things that I'll tell you on there like, I got to hold out on this, but I'll tell you what he can't tell me about that. Da, da, da. You got to be obedient with him. Because if I was to tell you something and you not see it yet, you may not believe it, and now you're manifesting the opposite. See, certain things I'm going to tell you so that when you see it, you like, yo, that's what they was talking about. That's what it is. Whether or not it's from the past, current, or the future. I promise you. So get you a real one, not somebody who can just recite that shit to you, that can just talk that stuff to you. I'm not using it again. I'm using what God tells me. That's why half the time I can't look at you, chosen ones, because I'm paying attention to what God's telling me to make sure I relate to you. Because if I look at you, I'm reading you, now I'm speaking specifically to you. Now you like, you understand? Now I'm missing out on the overall. So that's why I need to make sure so y'all don't think I'm rude. Like, nah, when I put my eyes towards you, give my attention to you, even if I'm in a room, like, I'll feel your energy, and that's just what it is. So I like to pay attention to him when he's speaking. You understand? That's that undivided attention. But y'all got this, chosen ones. Keep going. Your light so bright. Your whole purpose of your lifetime is to show people how you don't need certain shit to get ahead. You don't need the flashiest clothes to be looked as somebody who's respected. You don't need material things. You don't need the newest this. That's why certain things that have been absent, you got to think. For cooking, for whatever it is, in order to see what you can use as a substitute, you had to have a point in time where you ain't have certain things provided to you. So in order to know that you could substitute this for that, there had to be a point in time where you ain't have nothing at all, right? You had to experiment. Oh, all right. So for you too. But money is not everything. Are you having fun? You can think about when we was younger. We had no bread in our pockets at all. We had 25. Now, shit, I feel like them old heads when they say like 25 cents. I remember I can get this shit. That was 2 blow pops because they was 15 a piece. Some airheads, you know what I'm saying? 65 for a candy bar back there. Dang, baby. That shit is beautiful. Just thinking about it. But I want you to know this. Chosen ones, you know how they say that, oh, a reset is going to happen. A reset is going to happen. History repeats itself. So you know how all this new technology is coming out, and there's us who's like, nah, we want to go back to the basics. We bringing 90s clothes back, 80s clothes back, vintage clothes back. We're going back to the happier times. Like, man, when things was simple, it felt so good. When you ain't have to, you understand, when you was, think again, when you was younger, you ain't have no bread. Your ass was having fun, riding on your bike. See, it was cool when you was riding then, but if you had to ride a bike to work now, you'd be upset about it. If you had to ride to the store, back then, you had bags on this one, bags on this one, had your friend on the pads, had one on the handlebars, one's close behind you instead. You had all of this. You was willing to go. You was cool. You didn't care about certain shit. Half the time, you was getting in trouble by your mother on how you did your shoes. You wasn't out here, oh, what are those shoes real or fake? You had shoes on, we can go outside to play. We wasn't worried about that shit. We wasn't worried about, I'm trying to tell you, what you had on. We was having fun. We was enjoying each other's presence. So when you come and cross paths with somebody who just makes you feel peaceful in any dynamic, you don't need a million, you don't need that 10-bed mansion. It's 2 people. What the fuck you need 10 rooms for? Like, you don't need all of that. So we can reset that anytime. That's what chosen ones we do. Like, man, because if you look back in the day, they had some technology as well. They had some Jetson type of shit. And guess what? We went back to the basics. Then somebody came up with this idea. Oh, these inventions that been invented previously too, but we forgot about it. Now we give it to somebody else to claim and accept and say it was their shit. But chosen one, that's the big reset. You have to realize that us going back to the basics, like, we don't need all that to be happy. Shit, I got my babies, my divine masculine or divine feminine. You understand I'm speaking pertaining to your perspective? You got food. You got memories with them. Y'all laughing, playing games together. You seeing it. That's the wealth. When you can be happy and successful, no matter what you have around you or on you, when you just enjoying the company of the people that you have, like, it's a whole different dynamic. You hear me? Think about who you want to build your lifetime with. People that you don't need to, they loved you when you ain't have all that flashy shit. They liked you when you came in the store and your ass had that bonnet on. They liked you when they ain't even realize you had a shape because they seen you wear sweats everywhere that you went. See, that person that just knew your energy, that heart, that golden, like, dang. Not what you thought that they was, it's just who they were. Like, yo, you have a real golden heart. You got, like, you just know. You understand me? But we going to have a bigger talk about this tomorrow, about aligning. And because I told you, you currently in the cycle, chosen ones, that other people before you was placed in too. So now we going to see the move that you about to make, what you about to do. But there's some of you that people got to make a decision about you too. Because when you cross paths with them, you overlook them. You ain't know what love was, so you ain't pay attention. Now you're starting to realize, like, dang, everything that I'm realizing that I want was presented back in the day. But you wasn't ready to receive it. You wasn't willing to accept it. You had to acknowledge it. You got that feel about it. But then you went to the next. Nah, you starting to see, chosen one. Certain things is coming through. You heard me? But so people are going to have to make the decision about whether or not they going to entertain you too. A lot of them are. And it's your true divine partner. Not no past where crazy shit happened. Nah, this could have been miscommunication. How they said it, you ain't understand it because you had your guards on with them. This is that, well, they could have felt like they wanted to give you the world, but didn't even realize that you had the world when you was with them. That person that felt like the world was giving you all this abundance and all of these physical things because they felt like you earned and deserved it. They seen the great in you and wanted to give it to you, but they didn't realize that you viewed them as the world. So them just giving themselves and their presence and their time to you meant the world to you, so they already was giving the world to you. You understand me? You starting to see things, and I'm proud of you, chosen ones. But everything's divinely aligned. But listen, I got to get up off of here because I do have a few coaching sessions to do. I'm going to upload this live later on the YouTube. All I ask you to do is come through, like it, share it to somebody that you feel that can benefit from it. You understand? Subscribe, because I'm going to end up going live on YouTube. I told you, we taking this chosen energy to multiple platforms. It don't just stop with TikTok. We doing this in real life. You heard me? I got many great surprises for you. I can't wait to introduce them to you. I love you. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, the link's in my bio, baby. I got you. Coaching sessions on deck. Ask as many questions as you want, and I'm providing you clarity for it. You already know, all right? Love you. Y'all continue to be great. Thank you so much. If you need me, you know how to reach me, all right? Be great.